Zelensky says Trump should reveal plan on ending Russia's war.
Here's a summary of the article.
President Volodymyr Zelensky said Donald Trump should reveal his plan for ending Russia's war against Ukraine so Kyiv can be prepared for any risks such a plan might entail. The former president has promised to end Russia's full-scale war against Ukraine within 24 hours if elected, but has not publicly elaborated on how he plans to do so. One of the sources told Politico that former President Donald Trump would be open to something foreclosing NATO expansion and not going back to the 1991 borders for Ukraine. Trump is also reportedly considering the possibility of making a deal with Russia to block the future NATO accession of certain countries, namely Ukraine and Georgia, Politico reported on July 2, citing unnamed officials. Ri Yermak, the presidential office head, said Ukraine will not compromise its values or territorial integrity to end the war with Russia. Ukraine will not compromise its values, including its territories, to find a compromise with Russia to end the war, presidential office head Andriy Yermak told reporters on July 3 in answer to a question about U.S. presidential candidate Donald Trump's declaration. 9:22 a.m. Chinese President Xi Jinping indicated his support for Russia on the subject of its full-scale war on Ukraine, saying on the sidelines of the summit that China has always stood on the right side of history.
This post received a score of 28,000, with an upvote ratio of 91%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
It's a good plan, a great plan, one of the best plans I've ever had. Trust me, this is going to be an amazing plan. Amazing plan. Trump 2024.
We have the plan. We have all-time plans. Big plan. Big league plan. He will hand US intelligence to Putin, cut all funding to Ukraine, and pull the US out of NATO. That should wrap the war up pretty quick.
By the time the election is over, Europe may just have enough artillery production to keep Ukraine in the war, though it's still going to take a while to get production lines going for more advanced stuff in significant enough quantities. The question I see as more relevant whether European nations are willing to foot the bill a strategic US retreat would necessitate to keep Ukraine in the war, though it may just be necessary due to the way higher cost of actually having a massive front line from Finland to Romania would entail.
The current German government is committed to Ukraine basically till the end. With the blacks likely to win the next election, I am a bit worried.
Weren't they even more committed? Heck, how many of them have shares in Rheinmetall or KNDS?
They used to be when the Ampel was timid. But when the Ampel slowly embraced the role as Ukraine's vocal supporter, they slowly began the move to being skeptical. They aren't like Trump to Macron, who would barely do anything, but they are talking about negotiations with Putin.
It came out that Macron was negotiating with Putin at Zelensky's request. Once they realized there was nothing that could be done, Macron switched gears pretty quickly. I disagree with the move in the first place, but I don't think Macron looking timid out of the gate and being naive thinking Putin would be reasonable is all on him.
I feel like Macron did exactly what I'd want him to do before escalating France's involvement and heating up the rhetoric with Russia. Levying threats without at least appearing to have exhausted diplomatic solutions, to me, comes off like a weak leader trying to appear strong.
I'm an outsider to French politics, and even as such I have strong criticisms of his governance, but this isn't one of them. I agree with you. As long as he and France stay strong allies here on out and don't put bullshit restrictions on Ukraine like the US does, he has my full support.
Zelensky, don't hold your breath. Still waiting on the big 2016 reveal of Trump's new healthcare plan. And in this case, if Putin hasn't handed Trump the plan yet, Trump can't reveal it.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.